The SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run, the junior novelization. Chapter 15. On a steep mountain road, a team of wild fire-breathing horses galloped furiously, pulling a black hearse with its curtains drawn. Their hooves thundered down the rocky pass. Clock-a-boom, 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 clock-a-boom. Inside the Inferno Saloon, SpongeBob and Patrick looked worried. The cowboy pirate zombies closed the curtains as though they were preparing for the arrival of someone who liked rooms to be dark as night. El Diablo approaches! One cowboy pirate zombie rasped. We want to look lively, said another. Make preparations! From what the cowboy pirate zombies were saying about El Diablo, he did not sound like someone SpongeBob and Patrick wanted to meet. In fact, he sounded very scary. The cowboy pirate zombie at the piano started plunking out a different tune. One of the others called the gambler, rapped about El Diablo's arrival. The other cowboy pirate zombies danced along. The beat was so catchy that even SpongeBob and Patrick bounced to it, despite their fear about El Diablo showing up. The wild horses pulled right up in front of the saloon, blasting fire out of their nostrils. The door of the black hearse swung open, and El Diablo stepped out. He was a zombie sea captain who carried a black lace umbrella. He slid the umbrella open and held it over his head to block the sun, and he strode through the swinging doors of the saloon. When they saw their leader, the cowboy pirate zombies immediately stopped dancing, but El Diablo knew what they'd been doing. What did I tell you about dancing when I'm not here? He growled in a low voice. But boss, one cowboy pirate zombie said, it's Freestyle Friday! Silence! El Diablo roared. He looked around the room and saw SpongeBob and Patrick standing on a table. He didn't know who they were, but he could instantly tell from their non-decaying faces that they weren't part of his fiendish crew. Bring the prisoners to my office, he commanded. Hey yo, SpongeBob, the gambler said to him, quietly. I got a tip. Y'all got this. He slipped away. What was that guy talking about when he said prisoners? Patrick asked SpongeBob. Before SpongeBob could answer, a cowboy pirate zombie up on a balcony swung his sword and cut a rope. Clang! A cage landed right over SpongeBob and Patrick, imprisoning them. El Diablo's office was dark with thick black curtains covering the dusty windows. The villain sharpened a long blade as he spoke to his two prisoners in a small cage suspended over a desk. So, you dare to enter my ghost town, barge into me demon's lair, and tell my zombies you're going to free their souls like it ain't no thing? Well, Mr. Diablo, SpongeBob said politely, the good thing is, we're in a dream. A shared dream, Patrick added. Right, a shared dream, SpongeBob said, nodding. So there's nothing to get all crazy about. It's not real. 'Cause it's a dream, Patrick said, wanting to be absolutely clear. Who told you that? El Diablo snorted. The crazy bush guy? Well, what he should have told you was, it's not a dream! Floom! El Diablo shot fire out of his eyes, singeing SpongeBob and Patrick. They were impressed. He might be right, Patrick, SpongeBob admitted. That felt pretty real. Yeah, Patrick agreed. That really hurts. Luckily, El Diablo's flame didn't just singe SpongeBob and Patrick, it burned their cage too. The floor of the cage crumbled, and Patrick and SpongeBob fell through onto El Diablo's desk. Plop, plop. Run! Patrick shouted. They scurried around the room with El Diablo right on their tails. He trapped SpongeBob and Patrick on the windowsill. Run, Patrick! SpongeBob cried, pulling the challenge coin out of his pocket. He held it up to El Diablo, threatening him with it the way someone might hold a cross up to a vampire. Foul demon, be gone! What the heck is that? El Diablo scoffed. staring at the coin. Huh? SpongeBob said, surprised. He'd expected the zombie captain to cower in fear. What do I look like? El Diablo asked. A parking meter? But Sage said... SpongeBob started to explain. Coin laundry is right down the street, El Diablo said, laughing. That's pathetic! He stabbed his sharpening blade towards SpongeBob and Patrick, missing them by mere inches. But as he stabbed, his hand brushed against one of the curtains, pushing it open. A beam of sunlight streamed in, burning his hand. He dropped his knife and howled, "Ow! Get away from those curtains!" What? Those curtains? What, these curtains? SpongeBob asked, taking one of them between his fingers. Oh, these are nice curtains, Patrick observed, feeling the material. They are, SpongeBob agreed. So soft. SpongeBob pulled the curtains open a little and sunlight poured in. Whoa! El Diablo screamed. Patrick opened another pair of curtains. More sunlight drenched the room. El Diablo screamed again. No! That's weird, Patrick said, staring at the curtains and not noticing El Diablo's reaction. He and SpongeBob both opened the curtains again. Whoa! El Diablo screamed. The curtains are making a very strange sound, SpongeBob observed. They opened and closed the curtains 3 more times. Each time, El Diablo screamed. Whoa! I think the curtain rods need some oil, Patrick decided. Once the rod goes, SpongeBob said, you're better off getting a whole new set of curtains. They pulled the curtains wide open. Sunlight streamed in, frying El Diablo to a smoldering crisp. Mr. Diablo, SpongeBob said as he turned away from the window. I think your curtain rod might need a little... Wah! He was shocked to see El Diablo reduced to a pile of ash. Whoa, I guess too much sun is bad for you, Patrick said. Patrick, I think we should get out of here, SpongeBob cried. Stay tuned for Chapter 16 coming up soon.